Fire her up. Just needs more brakes. Ah. Welcome back to another video. Just like that, we are done with the electric rustler. So I have this nitro one too, and we're gonna go ahead and clean this up and then rebuild it. It hasn't run in a few years, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to. Same deal, we're just gonna get all the same parts here. This time I'm probably gonna do a different color so they don't have two of the same looking cars. We'll see if we can get this thing going too. First, I'm just gonna get it all nice and cleaned up. Alright, so it's been a few days and we have some parts. Remote and receiver, battery and quick start spur gear, rear bearing carriers, battery tray, glow plug, and of course nitro. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little more clean now. I think first what I have to do is I gotta clean out the fuel tank. There's a little bit of old gummed up fuel that is still inside there. So I think I'm just gonna flush it out with some more nitro, shake it around, and then dump it. Hopefully that works. Fuel line, I gotta clean out as well. After that, I have a new air filter, I have a new glow plug. We'll put the batteries in here. I have a receiver we're just gonna mount temporarily. I wanna get some type of a box to put it in so it's protected. I suspect that fuel may have gone into the one I had before, which then caused the car to disconnect and fly into the curb, which broke the rear shock tower alongside this. I don't have this yet. They didn't have it at the store, so I'll have to order it. But really what we're doing now, before I go and build everything, I just want to make sure this thing's going to start. I don't want to waste time building it, only to find out that it doesn't work. So, first things first, clean the fuel tank. I'm just going to put a little bit of nitro in here. That smells good. Let's let that sit for a minute. It's been sitting a few minutes, so I'm just going to shake it now. Hopefully some of that gelled fuel gets picked up. Alright, I'm gonna go dump it out now. So it looks like we got some of that gunked up fuel out. I was gonna take this whole thing out, but I just don't see the point. There wasn't a lot in there. I have this old fuel line. There is some gummed up fuel in there. I'm gonna clean this out with some water. Next, I'm going to change the air filter. Got a couple air filters here with the air filter oil. So I'm going to head and pop off the air filter, oil the new one, and we'll be good to go. Okay, we've got the air filter off. I'm just going to run this under some water to get it nice and clean. Much cleaner. I'm going to sit it outside to dry now. I'm going to take this middle piece out here. It's going to be put aside. Don't want to get any dirt in that. Take the air filter oil. See the difference? Never run your nitro car with a dirty air filter, especially with this here. If it's wet like this and it falls apart, it's just gonna get sucked in your motor and you're gonna seize your engine and it's gonna break. So very, very important. It turns out that was the wrong air filter, so we went ahead and changed that to the correct one, so we're good there. We got the fuel line attached now. Next, we're just gonna set up the receiver and then see if this thing fires up. Pluck this out here. Boom. Swap with the new one. Next, we're going to put this on. That's also why I just switch. I'm just going to cut this because I don't need it, so there we go. And we'll slide it out here. So off with the old. We're getting close, guys. We're going to put the bind into the bind. The servo wire, I believe, this one, and throttle. Now I need 4 AA batteries. I guess this goes here, right? Okay, we're all plugged. So the power switch now works. As you can see, the light is on. And then we're just gonna hold down bind, flip the switch on. Steering is working, throttle's working, brakes working. I don't think we need anything else. I think we just need fuel. And let's see if this baby starts up. Let's move it outside and see if we can get it going. Oh, I'm seeing it move. Here we go. How about that, baby? Alright, next scene. So, we have the RPM rear shock tower. So we could finally replace this much thicker plastic. And also we have the correct air filter. I'm going to put the receiver inside here. Keep it safe from any dirt, debris, and fuel. That should fit just nicely right here. We also have... It's coming along, guys. I'm super excited. Okay, so right now I think I'm going to work on the enclosure box. Got the extremely sticky double-sided tape. You can buy this at Home Depot. Highly recommend this stuff. I've actually had this rolled for a few years now. Cut a larger piece, and then I'm just going to trim it down evenly. And I'll just trim off this little bit of excess right here. So then I'm going to screw this in at the same time. Right, now that that's mounted, we're going to mount the receiver. We're going to do the same thing, double-sided tape. Okay, perfect. Next, we're going to put the gasket on. Take this piece here, and that goes on here, I guess. Right inside there. And then the smaller one. Same thing, right here. So this is going to push against the wire so it doesn't squish that. through. Okay, back another day. So we got these wires here. Now we want to go ahead and try to mount. See if this fits like I want it to. I want to keep this wire safe, obviously. So now we gotta run this switch wire somewhere. And the piece that goes over the switch. Got a small piece of tape. Love this stuff. Seriously love this stuff. Okay guys, we're back with another angle. It got too hot in my garage, so we're back inside. And we are pretty much done. We just have to change the caster blocks and then put the springs back on. I'm gonna re-oil the springs in here and then we'll be done. Alright guys, here's the rear bearing carriers now. I'm gonna get those set up. Got the rear shocks off. We're gonna go fill them up right now. The rear shocks have been refilled. They were pretty much empty. Alright, we're back, and as you can see, everything on the suspension is finished. I went ahead and I cleaned up the A-arms a little bit. Same thing on this side. I'm not getting RPM stuff yet. I'm just gonna wait until I break these to do it. I'm probably gonna clean these up a little bit too, and then I gotta do the front shocks, and then we're done, baby. We'll put the wheels on. I got a special surprise with the wheels too, guys, so hang tight. The next transition, this thing's gonna be done. All right, so ready, set. So here it is, guys, the completed car. I had an old slash bumper that I threw on there. All new oil in all 4 shocks. Air filters new. Zip tied these around so that way they're not in the way. Got the switch mounted here. And then the servo wire runs all the way through here. And of course we have our radio box nice and sealed up here. And then the wire for the antenna right where it should go, so that's super cool. Oh yeah, also I changed the gear because there was a tooth missing. So cool, this setup I have here. It just gives me so much more confidence that we're not going to get any gunk into the receiver, and it's going to be nice and protected. So sick. The last step before the radio test is to clean this body. I think it's as good as it's gonna get, guys. So here's a special surprise. I took a set of these old wheels, all scratched up. They were actually much dirtier than this. And I threw a nice coat of gunmetal paint on them. I'm super excited to see what they look like on the car. Guys, we've reached that point, so I'm just gonna do a range test now. I'm gonna add some fuel, start it up, get it idled, and then I'm gonna walk away because last time I did this, the radio disconnected and I crashed it, and I do not want that to happen again. Send it. Alright guys, I made it all the way down the street. Way down there, past that house on the left, all the way around the corner. We didn't lose range. Everything was running. The idle's good. We may have to adjust a little bit once it's rolling. But I think it's time to put the tires on and let's get this thing moving. Fire her up. She idles great too. Yeah, I did it. I ran like 1 tank fuel through it. I definitely need to rebuild it though. It's super sketchy. Is it? Yeah, it doesn't stop very well, and it's heavy, so it keeps rolling. And it wobbles a lot. It's about the same as like our electrics, I think.
Yeah. But it's...
Me happy. Just needs more brakes. Ah. Nitro Rustler lives. That was cool.
You got a bunch of mail.
Ah, it's so dirty already. That didn't take long. That's it. Hope you enjoyed watching.
Coming soon, the next Nitro.
Yes. Like, subscribe, share, come back for more. See ya.